My microphone came off. Is under my chin. My sound doesn't go under my chin.
No, not really. But you know what?
Come on, tech guy. No, okay. Well,
If only you had it ready.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah, we are so delighted to be together yet again. A gift of our tradition that continues to give week after week. Shabbat. My name is Rabbi Aviva Funky. Yeah, I married that last name. I'm proud of it. So if we haven't met yet, Funky Rabbi is true. Or Funka, if you want to be technical. My husband's at the end. He'll let you know how we actually pronounce it, but I'll go with Funky. Rabbi Green, our beloved rabbi, is in Maryland at the BBYO International Convention, living it up after Shabbat. Go look on his Facebook, and you can see what the teens across this country and beyond are getting to experience this Shabbat. And hopefully after their Shabbat, they're going to look at this live stream and be like, wow, well, we had a good, but what did Or Tzion have? My goodness. I want to thank our community for putting a nice little get-together tonight. Is that nice? Good to see each other and be together and have a little snack, a little popcorn. And normally we have Nashira at the end of each month. But with Rabbi being gone, and this little schmooze happening, it was nice to have it this week. Next week we have a bar mitzvah, and you won't want to miss that. It's going to be pretty wonderful as well. I want to give you your moment to welcome Shabbat into yourself. Take a moment to close your eyes, drop your shoulders, breathe in through your nose, blow the week away. And breathe in again, feeling that second soul joining your being. This extra soul that we are blessed to receive on the Shabbat. And let out the week one more time. We're going to sing pieces of our liturgy tonight and take a little bit more time with it. Be intentional with how we are sharing these words. Let them do something for us. And tonight, we're going to take a piece of Yedid Nefesh from page 10. It says, Higalena ufros chaviv alai et sukat shlomecha, or shlomach, which says, reveal yourself, infinite, and wrap me, beloved, in a blanket or shelter of peace. How could you be embraced in tenderness? What part of your life needs a little extra comfort and closeness? We join together for Higalena, asking for the sweetness and the peace to wrap us. Higalena, the third paragraph on that page. Higale, gale, gale, na, ufros, aviv alai, et sukat
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's so good to be with all of you. My name is Leah Julian, and I am the rabbinic intern here at Or Tzion. Oh, I'm so happy it's the weekend, and it's a long weekend. Oh my goodness, it's been a long week. And I can really think of no other way to usher in this long, beautiful weekend than to be here together to sing. And that's what Kabbalat Shabbat is. It's an opportunity for us to come together to let go of our breath and our worries and our stresses, and to take in and let go of breaths of song. So this next psalm, this next song that we are going to sing together, it's called Lechu Neranena, and the first word is Lechu, which literally means, let's go. So everybody, I would like you to come with me and go into this Shabbat of song and togetherness and light. Lechu Neranena on page 11.
Let's try it. wonderful to make the noise in the best of ways. We're going to move to Ya'aloz Sedai. And a lot of our psalms use nature, especially here in Shabbat, the idea of the trees and the fields and the waves and the water. Why? Why would our psalms be so full of using the nature to praise God? It brings us back to our creation, being part of this amazing and crazy, wave-crashing, sun-rising, rainbow-sprouting, butterflies flapping world. Close your eyes and think of the place in nature that brings you your peace. Maybe your grandparents' backyard, or at the Niagara Falls or Yosemite, or just going outside and breathing in the fresh air. Take that place into you and see how you are that. This Shabbat, that is your go-to. Using the element of the natural world to bring you your strength and that deep inner peace, because we deserve it. And it's part of who we are. Ya'aloz Sedai is aspirational. It says, let the fields be jubilant and everything in them, and let all the trees of the forest sing for joy. Our bodies are a beautiful, living, breathing existence. And we should feel joy through us as we reach Shabbat. Rabbi Artson likes to remind us all, it is our responsibility to embody joy on Shabbat, even in a rough week, even amidst whatever difficulty we're going into or having around us. Let's let the trees, the sprouting of nature, simply fill us with goodness and joy. I ask you to take your big breath, put a smile on your face, remembering what brings you goodness. And Leah, can you tell us where on the page Ya'aloz is?
Okay, it's on. Great. Page 14, you'll see the carrot halfway down the page, third line from the carrot.
Actually, I'm curious, do we have a kid here who has a favorite place in nature? Like a place that, like, you're there, yeah. Where's your place in nature? In Nebraska, because why? In the grass, so I can run. Do you feel the freedom of that? You can bring that into you. Who else? Yeah, behind you, yeah. Your grandpa's trees. They're strong and big and brings you a piece of peace. Thank you for bringing that to us. Yes, sir, over here. Favorite nature spot? Yosemite Valley and its grandness. Thank you for helping us bring a little bit more nature into us. I think it's going to bring a little bit more joy, just hearing our children.
Ya'aloz Sedai,
Sadai. Ay, 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 Ya'alo Sadai. Bechol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Yeranenu kol hatzei ya'ar. Yeranenu kol hatzei ya'ar. Yeranenu kol hatzei ya'ar. Yeranenu kol hatzei Ya'alo Sadai. Bechol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Ya'alo Sadai. Bechol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Yeranenu kol hatzei ya'ar. Yeranenu kol hatzei ya'ar. Yeranenu kol hatzei ya'ar. Yeranenu kol hatzei Ya'alo Sadai. Bechol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 nanai, Ya'alo Sadai. Bechol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, ay, nanai, The Chadodi is this formal invitation. Chadodi, come my beloved, likrat kala. And we should call to the queen, the bride, Pnei Shabbat Nekabbalah, and receive the Shabbat. This beloved is said to be the divine. And when we do Neshira, I love to take our time, as you can tell, and find a little pieces of these texts that bring us a little bit closer to what are we saying here, what are we doing. And so each week we pick one verse to look at, and we do the last one together as we stand and we greet the bride. And we are in the third stanza, which is on what page?
Page 23.
Mikdash melech ir melucha, kumi tzii metocha hafacha. Kumi tzii metocha hafacha. Get up and leave the brokenness of the world, the valley of your tears, and receive the sweet mercy of God. We know that this has been a difficult time of our lives. And this beautiful line, the line is beautiful for tonight because it gives us the permission that we need. Put our sorrows down and let me hold you, says God. Put your fears, your worries, and insecurities away, and let Shabbat be a sacred sanctuary. Bring a smile to your face as you picture a sweetness from your week. Who was good to you, or maybe you are good to yourself. Let it bring a smile to you, because that's what helps. Chadodi, when we get to the last stanza, we'll rise, maybe even dance a little bit because we can. You'll know when it's time to do that. I got to get myself ready, though. Are you ready? You ready? Lechadodi likrat kalai ananai 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 b'nei Shabbat v'kavela oy oy oy. Lechadodi likrat kalai ananai 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 b'nei Shabbat v'kavela. Do it again. Lechadodi likrat kalai ananai 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 b'nei Shabbat Nekabela, oy oy oy, lechadodi likrat לקראת כלה יננה 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 פני שבת נקבלה מקדש מלך עם מלוכה ומצים מתוך ההפכה רלך שבט ועמק הבכה והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה היי לך דודי לקראת כלה יננה 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 פני שבת נקבלה אוי 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 לך דודי לקראת כלה יננה 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 פני שבת נקבלה מקדש מלך עם מלוכה ומצים מתוך ההפכה רלך שבט בעמק הבכה והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה היי לך דודי לקראת כלה יננה 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 פני שבת נקבלה אוי 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 לך דודי לקראת כלה יננה 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 פני שבת נקבלה ינאי נאי 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 ינאי נאי נאי ינאי נאי 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 ינאי נאי 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 היי ינאי נאי 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 ינאי נאי נאי ינאי נאי 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 היי לך דודי לקראת כלה יננה 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 פני שבת נקבלה אוי 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 לך דודי לקראת כלה יננה 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 פני שבת נקבלה בואי בשלום תרד בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי כלה בואי כלה לך דודי לקראת כלה יננה 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 פני שבת נקבלה אוי 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 לך דודי לקראת כלה יננה 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 פני שבת נקבלה אוי 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 לך דודי לקראת כלה יננה 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 פני שבת נקבלה אוי 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 לך דודי לקראת כלה יננה 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 פני שבת נקבלה You may float or dance down to your seat. Before we get to our psalm for Shabbat, which says, Tov lehodot l'Adonai, it's so good to praise God and give thanks. I'm curious if anyone here or in our cyberspace has something great to celebrate, some good news. It could be small, it could be big. But we'd love to hear from you and say, Todah La'el, thanks God that this friend in our community is having this great news. Frank is visiting his mother for his what birthday? 99th birthday. Todah La'el. We have something over here.
I'm going to do a sailing class.
A sailing class? Todah La'el. Have a great time and bring us on when you're trained, and you're ready to.
My father and I bought baseball equipment for my baseball league that's starting tomorrow.
Hey, Todah La'el. Have a great time.
I play drums.
Oh. We'll sign him up.
Okay, well, next time you got to tell me before services.
No, I can't. I don't have a bongo.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll hook you up. But Todah La'el, thank you for sharing your talent and your gift. We're so glad you're in our community.
All right. Hi, everyone. I completed my first exam of my last semester of nursing school.
Hey, Todah La'el. Fantastic. Bevakasha.
I have two.
Two? Go ahead, Scott.
Well, actually three. Mom and Dad are both here to see me. They live in Ohio, and they're here. They're here to see us and celebrate Shabbat with us. Thank you for being here, Mom and Dad.
Todah to both of you for this wonderful man. We at this community are so grateful for him. So we're so awesome. Thank you so much. Wonderful.
And the other thing is, as many of you know, my daughter's been applying for college, and she's been going through auditions for musical theater and all of that, and she has made the final round for her number 1 choice.
Hey.
So we're all hoping she's got one more audition to go, and it's just awesome to get this far.
Todah. Yeah.
I'm going to be a grandfather again in August.
Wait.
Yeah. That is great. Lucky grandkids.
My outstanding granddaughter's back in Baltimore right now celebrating Shabbat with Rabbi Green.
Whoa, that's awesome. Well, we are just so. Oh, do you have something, Mary? Your eyes are glowing.
She's quelling for all of us.
Yes.
Listen, this is so important, and to be able to share these highlights with each other and just get a little glimpse of our lives. If you don't have anything big, maybe this was actually a harder week for you, and we're here for you too. This is your moment for all of us actually, what do you want to say thank you to God for that got you through this particular week? Tov lehodot l'Adonai, page
27.
27. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon. Lehagid baboker chasecha, ve'emonarcha b'leilot. Lehagid baboker chasecha, ve'emonarcha b'leilot. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon. Lehagid baboker chasecha, ve'emonarcha b'leilot. Lehagid baboker chasecha, ve'emonarcha b'leilot. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon. I invite you to put your seat doors down for a minute. Relax. I'd love to share a little Torah with us, if I may. Let's see here. Shabbat Shalom. It's nice to see some new faces. It's nice to see some returning faces. It's always nice to drum, be making music with my father. Really nice to make music with my husband. And of course, these amazing people to make music and dedicate their time to make sure we get to have something like this. I'm curious how many people here love messing up. A good old fat mistake. Oh, really? It's like a big thing for you. That was not what I was expecting at all. So go ahead and hold your hand down, because just kidding. But interesting. I want to hear more about that, and we're going to get there. But one of the things that I love, can I get down just a little bit? One of the things that I love about Torah is its authentic vulnerability and its plethora of examples of how not to be in the world. From Eve and Adam, who defied God's one rule in the garden, to the sagas of sibling rivalry like Cain and Abel, Jacob and Esau, Joseph, his brothers, to the twisted manipulation of power and greed, hungry leadership, deceit, coercion. I mean, I'm sorry to sound strange here, but for such a holy book, it's filled to the brim with everything that is profane. This incredible text can be so confident in itself that it literally has the audacity to display the opposite of its values. And for what? To teach us something, to catch our eye, to make us look twice. And God knows that if the Torah reflected perfection, no one would ever read it. We would never feel adequate. It would always be out of reach, painting a picture that perfection is possible or even the goal when we know that it is not. A Torah of perfection would never be relatable. Torah is about brokenness. It's about mistakes. The true, gritty human experience, the struggles we face, the gift and burden of choice, and the power of teshuvah, to change for the better. Torah says things that so many of us are afraid to admit. How many of us would stand here tonight and share with the community where they run short? Or give us mistakes that you make, or the habits that you've been trying to kick for the past couple of years? More often than not, we paint a picture of the good things in our lives. We don't announce when our marriages are struggling. When we're overwhelmed with self-doubt or insecurity. And I don't think that we hide these things because it isn't always appropriate or the culture isn't about being vulnerable. I think we hide the elements of our brokenness or our mistakes because somehow we've been conditioned that we are not supposed to make them. And if we do, we should keep them to ourselves with a level of shame. But if we look into this week's Torah portion, if we look into the Torah, this parsha, for example, we find that our errors, our wrongdoings, our poor judgment is actually a fundamental component for us understanding how life works and is a precursor to our ultimate growth. We know the phrase, learn from our mistakes, but it's often said in a shameful tone. How many of you know, so what did you learn? Not often do we say, wow, what did you get out of that experience? How are you a stronger or a better person now? So this week, Moses goes up to receive the Torah on 2 tablets from God, and he's been gone for 40 days. And Aaron is in charge. But the Israelites get restless. Some say they lost track of time. Some say that maybe he was gone for 40 days and 6 hours. And some midrash even suggests that Satan, if you will, came to show the people an image of Moses dead, provoking them to find new leadership. Whatever the case, they were restless and pressured Aaron to make a gold calf, a god of gold. A calf was made and festivities commence. And while Moses is receiving from God, God turns to him and says, your people, the ones you brought out, have sinned against me. Leave me now so I can destroy them. The Israelites have completely and utterly, it's the calf. Get it? Utterly? Okay. Thanks, Cole. Okay. And utterly messed up. But what does Moses do? He defends them. He even tries to protect God's image by saying, great, you kill these people, the Egyptians are going to say crazy things about you. And remember your servants, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and all the promises of the numerous offspring and the land. This is the first time that we actively see Moses defend his position in leadership of Bnei Israel. Up until this point, he is asked to be opted out of the situation and has only served God for God's sake. Here, because of the error of Israel, Moses has the chance to go from being chosen to choosing his leadership. Moses goes down, sees what's happening, loses his temper, smashes the tablets, and chaos ensues. Immediately, the people know their choices were wrong. They get the gravity of the situation. The Levites run to Moses. They promise their loyalty. And Moses has to return to God with an apology and pray for a second chance. And God gets to show compassion and gives Israel a second chance. With some new rules, the Israelites are taking it seriously now and ready to choose God, not just be chosen. But why is God so willing to forgive and give a second chance? Because according to Rabbi Abahu from the Talmud, ones who make sin and do tshuva, to change for the better, are more superior than those who never transgressed in the first place. Those who literally mess up and change their ways are seen as more righteous, more superior than, what do they call the pretty two shoes? The ones that never make a mistake. We know internally that mistakes and missteps are natural in human life, but we have to stop the narrative that they are something to be embarrassed about or ashamed of. It is okay to be wrong. It is okay to mess up once, twice, 3 times. It's okay to recognize that we've hurt someone, even if we don't think that we're wrong, but we seek their forgiveness anyway because we care about their feelings. Our ability to see our wrong steps, our wrongdoings, and change them is actually what gives us wings and may be the thing that brings us closer to God and to each other. However, if admitting your shortcomings is still tough to do, I just want to remind us all of God's great advice. Take 2 tablets and call me in the morning. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're going to rise now for the Baruch Hu. Our Mariv service begins on the page in the book. I ask you to rise
Page 39.
as we offer our gratitude. That brings us sweetness of the evening. And we offer you this blessing on the bottom of the page. Baruch atah Adonai Hamari Varavim An infinite one. choose us over and over again with love. We are grateful. Bottom of 40, Baruch Atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. I would love to invite a young person or two to take this microphone and lead us in the Shema. Possible, yeah. Ibi, if you and a couple of your friends, why don't you guys kind of huddle around, take the microphone, go over to them, and you guys can lead us in the Shema. We use our skills of Shema. You just come together, sit in front, and yeah, here you go.
Can you come out?
It's all good. Ibi, if you sit in the chair in front of them, and then you guys can go right into the microphone together. Beautiful.
I'll just sit here.
Perfect. Make some space. We use our gift of listening to hear the children recite these words of Torah together. Nice and close, my friends. Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Go ahead, Leah.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
As we prepare to make the blessing of the silent Amidah, we first get to Mi Chamocha on page 44. I'm going to ask for us to rise so that our body, our spirit is ready to come to a personal, private moment. The words of Mi Chamocha are on page 44. Dave, you can be as comfortable as you need to be with your on the guitar. Fantastic. Thinking about being free from any narrowness in our lives. Mi Chamocha, page 44. Mi kamocha ma'alim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh, norat tehilot oseh peleh, orat tehilot oseh peleh. Mi kamocha va'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh, norat tehilot oseh peleh, norat tehilot oseh peleh. Infinite One, you bring us out of our narrow places, and we offer this blessing of gratitude, of redemption, and hope. Bottom of the page. Baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. And Infinite One, we pray you wrap us in peace all of us in Israel. Bottom of 45, Sukkot Shlomecha, a blessing of comfort. Baruch atah Adonai hapurei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisroel ve'al Yerushalayim. Amen. 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 We keep ourselves in standing form as we are led to our silent Amidah, our words of hope, words of prayer, gratitude. Page 47. In our own quiet space, finding our own words. Page 47, to our own personal Amidah. Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi yagi tehilatecha. Feel free to continue at your own pace. We take our moment to think of those in need of healing, body, mind, and spirit. We call them into our hearts tonight. We'll sing, we'll share some names, we'll sing some more. We come together for a Misha Berach. Our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Tonight we are thinking about Chana bat Chaya, Chaya bat Baladora, Mars Herzog, Esther Shapiro, Batya Rivka bat Sufia, Natalie Klapik, Pat Zlotnik, Stan Quason, John Granick, A.J. White, Gil Van Order, Linda Pressman, Esther bat Batya veYakov, Aviva Chana bat Tova Tikva veChaim Melech, Marty Cohen, Miriam bat Ariella, Iris Granick, Pat Schenker, Leib Aaron ben Moshe Ve'eda, Bat Pesha, Victoria Perlman, Leah Lubig, Phyllis Weinstein, David ben Leah, Harb Zivia, Hannah bat Sarah, Oviachmiel Yosef, Yodit bat Hannah, Terry and Adam LaFrance, Daniel Katz. We're thinking about Mayor David ben Brindle and Betty Hirsch, Shalom ben Pesel, and Chaim Michael ben Yitzchak v'Yocheved, Eliyahu David ben Yudit Chana, Chaim ben Chana v'Label, Irene Martin and Brian Perlman. We're thinking of Shira bat Chaya v'Moshe, Chaya Chosel b'Devora, Anna Boardman, Harriet Scher, Raphael Chaim ben Sylvia, Froma Elka bat Arya Leib v'Esther Rachel, Roberta Lipsman, Sarah Vida bat Esther, Perla bat Chia v'Esther, Barach ben Bracha. For all those that are unnamed or in your hearts, we hold them as we sing. Mi shebeirach imotenu mekor habracha li'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. May they know a quick healing. Amen, amen. Kaddish Shalem, page 54.
Yitkana v'yitkana shemei Rabbi.
Amen.
V'yomad yivrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'yomeichon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael b'gala v'yizman kariv v'yimeru.
Amen.
Yehi
Shmei Rabba mevorach, le'olam olam me'almaya yibarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudish abrichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'yimeru.
Amen.
Titko baltz loton uvadhon d'chol Yisrael kadam avuhon divi shmai v'yimeru.
Amen.
Yehi shlomo rabba min shemai v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. O say shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimeru.
Amen. We rise for the Aleinu on page 56. So that was really nice. Hey no, 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 hey no. Aleinu l'shabach adon hakol teikenu la le'otzer reishit shelo asana kigud aratzot below samar shbechot ha'adama shelo samchakenu kachem v'gor aleinu kechol amonam v'anachnu korim mishtachavim modim hey no. V'nemar b'haya Adonai l'melech ha'aretz v'yom ha'hu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad Einon, Einon, Einon. of you who are in mourning or remembering, we stay standing for Mourners Kaddish. This week we are remembering Carol Planchok, mother of Elaine Fox, A. David Silverman, the nephew of Sumner Sheff, Eugene Horwitz, son of Philip Horwitz, Harry Burt, father of Linda Pressman, Leon Israel, father of Helen Kravitz, Norman Hassan, the father of Jess Hassan, Bess Leifstein, aunt of Geraldine Hyman, Sarah Schoenfeld, the mother of Judith Zweig, Elka Zimmerman, grandmother of Cheryl Bronkish, Harold Eatco, father of Ellen Cheek, Joan Markson, wife of Michael Markson and mother of Nancy and Barry, Locust Crinden, the sister of Sanford Hoffman, Rose Cohen, grandmother of Robert Cohen, Samuel Carpin, father of Sandy Carpin, Sherman Minkoff, husband of Andy Minkoff, Seymour Limmer, grandfather of Robin Bibb, Anne Minetta, mother of Betty Hirsch, Errol Krell, father of Mark Krell, and Berta Goodman, mother of Murray Goodman. We join together on page 58. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye techol Beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam omei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei zekudsha brechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata za'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Osei shalom b'imromav huya asei shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru Amen. May the one who makes peace in the heavens bring peace on this earth, and their memories be forever a blessing. And we all say, Amen. Are you it?
I'm it.
You're it. Okay.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbos.
Thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you for those that set up the happy hour. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Rabbi Funky. Thank you, Leah Julian, our rabbinic intern. And I want to thank my colleagues up here, fellow vocalists, musicians, Myra Alport, Scott Wiegand, David Sharp, Leah again, and my son-in-law, Yosef Funke.
Hey.
So thank you all. We appreciate all of your music tonight. It just makes me feel like welcoming the Shabbos is just that much more special. Again, the hospitality committee for tonight, I want to recognize Susan Portnoy, Betsy Kaufman, Nancy Stone. I know you were helping on that tonight too, so thank you all. Scott, you're amazing. He's doing the technical for all of our friends online, all of our congregant friends online and family, and he's taking care of our sound tonight. And just thank you, Scott. We really do appreciate it. To those of you online, I see Charlie and Kim and Rob, and David and Bobby Rubin and Allison and your family are on, and Penny and Rick Golub and your family, and Steve and Susan Ferentz. And we really appreciate you all joining us, those that haven't said anything on there, but I know that there are more of you on there, so thank you very much. Of course, we want to remind you, Mishloach Manot is Purim gifts that our congregants give to each other. It's a fundraising project for us. We're having a great response from our congregation. It is open, and I would like to encourage you, if you haven't done it yet, to take a look at that and sponsor some gifts for friends or family or the congregation. It really is going toward our synagogue fundraising program. So take a look at that. And I want you to please check out the mitzvah projects of our kids that have the upcoming B'nai Mitzvah. There's a click on our e-bulletin that you can click mitzvah projects and see what some of those incredibly wonderful projects that are coming up. I think Michelle Schwartz is in there, and I think Josh Feinberg's is in there. And they're looking for our help to participate in their mitzvah projects that they're doing. So take a look at that. Wednesday night of this coming week, we are bringing in Andre Ivory, who is a candidate for our education director. And so the congregation is invited to come for a learning opportunity this Wednesday at 5 o'clock, followed by a Mincha Mariv service, and meet Andre. So, and that's really it for now. So thank you, Shabbat Shalom, and we'll have our closing now with
Kiddush.
Kiddush.
Fantastic. Yeah, please rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'achava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techila lemikraye kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim ki vanu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen. Thank you all so much for coming. Shabbat Shalom. We send you off with a prayer of blessing and peace. Have a wonderful meal and a good Shabbos. We'll see you tomorrow morning. You'll get to hear some Devar Torah from Leah Julian. It'll be beautiful. Yeah. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru. Shabbat Shalom! Good Shabbos!
Shabbat Shalom.